Hey guys, we are back. It is the daily show for 6/16. I am with Major. I am with Sean. We are chilling. How's everyone doing today?
Chilling out, man. Another day, another Tuesday. Daily
Hanging
chill. Getting after
daily
it.
daily chill, man. I'm here, man. Major James. Nice to be on, fellas. Nice to be on.
Absolutely.
Pleasure. Pleasure is all mine. All right. We're going to start with Major League because everybody knows I'm a maniac when it comes to Major League Baseball. We got the statement from MLB PA Executive Director Tony Clark. Players are disgusted that after Rob Manfred unequivocally told players and fans that there would 100% be a 2020 season, he has decided to go back on his word and is now threatening to cancel the entire season. Any implication that the Players Association has somehow delayed the progress on health and safety protocols is completely false, as Rob Manfred has acknowledged the parties are very, very close. The latest is just one more indication the MLB has been negotiating in bad faith since the beginning, yada, yada, yada. I'm a little bit nervous right now. Not for is there going to be 48 games? Is there not? I think there will be. I think there's a 75% chance there. It's really just on really the name of Rob Manfred right now. Has he lost total control of his sport that I hope that he loves, because I love the sport a whole lot. But I'm thinking right now, really what he's doing is trying to take the owner's side. I don't know what your guys' thoughts on it are.
Well, it's one.
Yeah, you can take it, Sean. You can take it.
I appreciate it, bro. I mean, guys, it's one of those things where it's tough because James, just like you said, Rob has to make the most money that he can. The issue is there isn't a lot of money to go to, give here and give there and give there. And the players are saying, look, if we're playing 48 games, 76 games, 81 games, 100 games, blah, 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 we want to get paid the most that we can. So there's not a lot of funds, and then you got the owners, and they want their money, and the players, and they want it. It's just a real. So, I mean, I don't see who's going to budge first, James, and I think the only way that we see the sport come back is somebody's going to have to budge first. And it's June 16th, and neither side is willing to budge. So, unfortunately, here we are.
Yeah, baseball finds itself in a very precarious situation, and has Randazzo on Mustache watch, and also maybe getting his first record watch as we every day draws closer. But like you guys said, I think 75% is it feels high for me. It felt like a no-brainer that the July 4th date just felt real. It felt like, that made the most sense. And now I feel like now that they're losing steam on just how many games they could play, so it could not be like this exhibition, it feels like, we're one more disrespectful move away from just calling it. You know what I mean? So, that's why with 75% is feeling like a little bit. I give it now. I'm feeling like it's 50-50 because I feel like they lost the date that everybody wanted, and they're getting closer to the money, but they still it seems pretty far apart on what they think they deserve and what the owners think they're gonna turn a profit on.
Well, I think
so it just seems like it's out of this world right now.
I think eventually Rob's gonna have to. Excuse me, Commissioner Manfred. I'm not gonna talk to him the way Trevor Bauer does, with disrespect. He should have been raised better, Trevor, over there writing books about Rob Manfred over there. But Commissioner Manfred eventually is gonna have to fold his hand. They're gonna have to eat some money. And you know what? Let's play baseball. July 17th. Let's play baseball. I keep on just. This is what they do in the business. You just keep on going back a little bit on the fence. That's all I'm doing right here. Another day in paradise with this mustache. And I did want to mention real quick that Mike Trout did tweeted when and where. So at least Mike Trout's saying that now. So we're hearing from him at least, which is nice.
The players got a hashtag, and it is good to see their best player trying to take the forefront and
Good. It's good. It's great to
and
see.
try to lead the race here, because I did see Bryce Harper tweeting the Eagles. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know what he's gonna do with the Eagles. What if he's gonna kick? I don't think he's got to. But he's one of the best players in the league. So when he's kind of tweeting something that's a little provocative to another league, that's why 75% feels more like a 50-50 shot right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's enough baseball for today.
Yeah, we don't want to depress you too much.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. We gotta have dinner later. Sources: NBA teams, Disney, based on seeding from Shams. The Grand Destinino is going to be the Bucks, Lakers, Raptors, Clippers, Celtics, Nuggets, Jazz, and the Heat. So they're going to get the suites. They're going to get the best restaurants, everything. At the Grand Floridian, we're going to have the Thunder, the 76ers, the Rockets, the Pacers, the Mavericks, the Nets, the Grizzlies, and the Magic. The Magic got the deal there. We know they didn't deserve that, but they got the deal there. And then the Yacht Club, we got the Blazers, the Kings, the Pelicans, the Spurs, the Suns, and the Wizards. So we'll talk about what's really going on in the NBA first, but that just came out 50 minutes ago. So thoughts on that at all?
So yeah, I know they were. This was something that was in place. So this feels like now that they have teams finally, situated. This feels like this is more like a 75. You know what I mean? Like this feels like we're like the NBA now that they're dulling out who's staying where. Now it feels like we're getting ever so closer to watching some type of sport, some type of contact sport, and 'cause I know golf. When talk about that in a little bit if we get to it, but it does feel
Nobody
like
cares about golf. I'll say,
yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, and I feel like hockey has stuff in place too, and we don't care about that.
No, I care about hockey because KB and Patty Dortz are doing a great job with the Rangers. Not as hockey as a whole, because NBA trumps the NHL, but the New York Rangers right now are the only team in New York, and that's what we're built on. We're built on New York sports.
Well, Sean might have something to say about that, but we don't want to.
True.
True.
I mean, we do have to get some Isles content going.
Word. Yeah, I don't want to disrespect hockey too much, because I know you're trying to back channel Sean into an Islander situation.
Into a corner, right?
But yeah, I know that I just feel like NBA is kind of back in the lead. If obviously the NFL is kind of hoping that they kind of ease into their sport with how other ones are moving. But it feels like the NBA is kind of now that they're telling people where they're gonna go. I'm feeling a little more comfortable with that happening. What say you, Sean?
Same thing, bro. Same thing. Guys, I just wish that we didn't have to wait till the end of the next month. Like, I feel like, listen, guys, like, give these guys, like, 2 weeks of camp, 2.5 weeks, and I feel like we could get this thing going July 4th or July 10th, somewhere around, that time frame. But, look, guys, they know where they're going to sleep. They know where they're going to stay. They know what they're going to eat. Positive moves, and hopefully there's nothing else to backtrack this, even though we know there are some players that may or may not go. James, I know we're about to talk about that now.
Yeah.
Mr. Kyrie?
Yeah, we have to talk about it because you are the leader of the Nets, Chill, the CEO over there. And we need your thoughts on your boy Kyrie saying that he's not sure whether or not he wants to go down there. I made a little bit of fun of him yesterday, but what are your thoughts?
So at first I agreed with him because I think, guys, that certain things take precedent over sports. What's going on in the world obviously takes precedent over sports. So I agree with him and the notion, and yeah, you got to go for it. However, I think Kyrie has to understand, and my take on it now is this, that regardless of what's going on in the world, businesses still got to go. Businesses still got to start, and sports still has to go. I feel like the best of both worlds can take place. I feel like what he is standing for and what he wants to do, I feel like the NBA can find a way to institute that while games are still being played. Yes, it's been a terrible past 2-3 weeks in the world, and really, when it comes to the world, it's been a terrible 5-6 months. We understand that, and I appreciate the stance that Kyrie is on and what he's trying to do. However, I understand it, I appreciate it, but I think that the best of both worlds can take place. I think that what he stands for, it can be done, but I think we can still play games and do what he is standing for at the same time.
Yeah,
sure.
that's fair, and I do want to say that, like, what he's saying is correct, but we all know what happens is what LeBron James says is gonna go, right? Is that, I mean, that's the only thing I'm saying there, because like Patrick Beverly said it yesterday, like, or 2 days ago, when and where LeBron wants to do it, we'll do it, and I think that's what I was only getting at with the whole Kyrie situation.
And the haters are saying that, he's only doing this because he knows that LeBron is about to get ring 4. So he don't want to see, saying LeBron
It's definitely made for that Kyrie LeBron rivalry to kind of take itself back up to the forefront of basketball conversations, because obviously they have their they have a meme where LeBron's staring crazy at Kyrie. Everybody knows that one. They've had their they had their outs. They went to war together. So it just is what it is. Like that joke is there to be made. But like Sean said, I think two things could happen. I think the NBA could take the stage, and they also could step back in the forefront of keeping everybody's mind tempered and in the right place with watching sports, but also making it a valid point every time they take the court. So and taking some type of stands when they hit that court. So to me, I think two things can happen. And did he have a fair point? Yeah, but again, it just the way Kyrie moves a little bit. It kind of quite. First of all, him wanting to be a net is always I get it, but yeah, no, honestly, I just
get over it, Major.
I know, right? I'm just saying, it makes me go, if KD was healthy, would he be ready to go out there to Orlando,
right,
and try to, get back at big bro LeBron,
right?
But I don't want to question him like that. You want to say that, flat Earth stuff aside, that he doesn't have like this weird agenda to always kind of be contrarian, you know. So we would hope that he's ready to lose it all, and it doesn't have to come to that. But hopefully he's out there in some capacity and he gets to be in the forefront still, while the NBA has the magnifying glass on it, which appears to be really soon. So I think they could do both, and I think them getting out there and showing their faces, literally, figuratively, for the movement is going to prove to be a good one. But only time could tell, and hopefully Kyrie is into that, and less on the outs, with how he's feeling right now.
Yeah. So and speaking of the movement, Roger Goodell came out with a statement. You know a lot more about it, Major, than I do. The whole Kaepernick statement, I actually didn't even read it. You said you got this one, so I'm going to send it over to you for your take on this whole thing.
Oh, no, I mean, I think, I think what Roger was doing is just trying to pick up from his last statement in the response to, the NFL players and the Black Lives Movement video that they did, which was, one of the few ones that I thought was really impactful, because they really bonded together on that, and you kind of saw the future of the NFL, and it kind of was smacking your face. In the future of the NFL, at quarterback and so on, the facts are the facts. So it's a black league. So I think Roger Goodell kind of had no other choice, but right now it's just him encouraging, still no apology. So I like his encouragement. I appreciate where his heart is coming from, but I do believe that Kaepernick still has it burning in him. Last time on the Daily Chill, we talked about it. Does he want to play? Is he better suited in the role that he's at? If the man wants to play and he's still, a top 60 quarterback, sure, let's get him in there. Obviously, that's a sign of good faith. That's, a little bit of step above an apology, which, a lot of people are kind of wanting that from Roger Goodell. But I think he could kind of encourage his way to getting Colin the job. Then, I think we're on our way, and then we can handle OCs and coaches, and let's just do what we can right now, and because at the end of the day, the pandemic isn't helping anything, and the fact that teams are basically set isn't helping. So this time next year, maybe a little bit earlier in the year, I would love to see a flux of black coaches in any capacity, maybe a higher and upper management, so we could start seeing, this franchise wasn't just talking last year. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I appreciate Roger's encouragement, but I want to encourage him to do more than encourage, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, bro. It makes sense, and I think Roger, he did the right thing. He said the right thing. So I agree with you. My thing is, he did the correct thing and the right thing 4 years after the fact, because I think what he did 4 years ago was, I don't think, guys, that he took the time to understand what Kaepernick was trying to do. I just felt like he said, oh, well, everybody doesn't like what he's doing. Fine, I'm going to just take everybody else's side. Instead of diving in and looking at the facts and looking exactly what Kaepernick was trying to do. It was never about the flag. It was never even about the league. It was about, this is what I'm doing. Eventually, somebody's going to see me taking a knee, and they're going to ask me why, and then I'm going to tell them why. So this was never about the flag, and it was never about the league per se. I just felt that at that time, Roger Goodell didn't take the time to really unearth and really look to see, you know what I'm saying, like why he was doing that. So hopefully Kaepernick comes back soon, bro.
No, I mean, honestly, the correct stance. I mean, Roger wasn't listening 4 years ago. Drew didn't realize it until a week ago. So, I mean, it takes a little bit longer for some people than others, obviously. And now Drew Brees is like leading like his community and trying to help them explain, because there are a lot of people that still don't understand, that need to learn and understand what's going on right now.
Right.
Some people are oblivious to life, and it's really sad. And we need to be better. Everyone, as humans, we all need to be better as humans. So
right.
That's
nice
that.
Kumbaya. Nice kumbaya, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, for sure though.
Let's do top five.
Top five.
Enter cut right there.
Yes, exactly. We have producer
those
Luke.
Sexy jump cuts in there.
Yeah, shout out producer Luke, who always is doing a great job. We had him on before. One of his teammates or somebody over in Italy, 101 3-pointers for 103 tries. So we were joshing and we were talking with Luke. He's the best. All right, let's get into it.
The coolest hand in the north, man. The coolest hand in the north.
Cool hand, exactly. Top five. We're doing top 5 records in sports. And Luke, as always, picked the lineup. So I'm not sure who's up first.
I think he said me first, so I'll go first, guys. So my top 5. Should I go from 1 to 5 or 5 to 1?
So this is what on the show. This is what it is. It's a snake draft. So you got the first pick, then it's major, then I get 2, and back and around like we're playing NFL fantasy.
Got it. So I'll start off first. I think I'll go with the most obvious one. Cal Ripken, 2,536 games. We're never, ever see that, bro.
Yeah. Amazing.
If we want to stick to baseball, I think the batting 400 is just, it's not necessarily a record. It's just something that
No, it's a record.
Well,
Absolutely
you know,
record.
it's just like it's more like a landmark to do. I don't know the exact batting average. I believe it's Ted Williams, maybe, right?
Ted Williams, Teddy Baseball, 406.
Yeah.
406,
It's the modern single season batting average. It's absolutely
So just beyond the batting record, I want to see somebody bat 400. You know what I mean? That would be that'd be pretty cool.
Right.
But I think that batting title at over 400, that's tough.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick in baseball, and I'm gonna say longest hitting streak, Joe DiMaggio, 56 games, 56 straight hits.
That's a good one, James.
It's not gonna come back to me, so I'm gonna go with back-to-back baseball, and I'm gonna go Nolan Ryan, 7 no-hitters.
Rough. Good luck with that.
Yeah,
that's impressive. That's impressive.
That's definitely impressive. I would go football here, but the passing record is just done in that league. Maybe I'll go. Let me go Wilt's. Let me go Wilt's points because I want to say LeBron and Kate. Well, you know, I don't even want to say KD for you Net fans out there, but it looks like we got a couple people on the horizon of that. So I think that record will be reinvigorated, and it's a cool one. You know, just trying to fill it up. And LeBron, who's not really a big time scorer, the fact that he has a chance at that with longevity, and we'll see KD coming back from his injury. That one could be proven to be, you know,
nobody's
a cool
touching
one that we
100
re-examine.
points. Nobody's touching 100 points. Get out of here.
I want to leave. Well, I'm talking about. Wait, did I say Kareem or Will?
Will.
You said Will.
Oh, excuse me. I meant Kareem's
points.
You know, his points.
Right.
And somebody better get Will in there because you already know. Like.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
Will's still on the table.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Go ahead.
Guys. James, man, like you said, nobody's coming close to 100 points. 60 years, 70 years, but nobody's coming close. But one that for my NHL fans out there, James, and I think you will appreciate this because he played for your team. Wayne Gretzky, 215 points in a season. That is absurd. That is absurd.
Wayne Gretzky didn't break records. He shattered them. I just didn't think that you, an Islanders fan, were going to pick the Rangers record that I had in my back burner. I would absolutely love to see it, though. That's unity, people. That's unity. That is real
bro.
unity. All right, you got one more.
I got one more. So this is my curveball, guy. This is my a curveball. Out of the 4 major sports, threw those out. Soccer, I threw those out. Usain Bolt, 9.58 meters.
100%.
That will never get touched because Usain Bolt is not human. So 9.58 meter dash, it's over.
Yeah,
it's over.
Tough. That's tough. Good luck catching that. Pun intended.
Pun intended, right.
It's back to me, James?
Yep.
We could do what am I thinking of right here? I had Kareem.
You're not gonna say Wilt after that whole spiel?
I'm gonna save Wilt. I'm gonna save Wilt just in case one of y'all want to do it. I'll go to my childhood hero, Barry Bonds. You know, it's a very controversial record. A lot of people think it's tainted, and sure, but a lot of things in baseball is tainted, as we see year after year after year. So Barry Bonds, 72 home runs. Good luck getting that. And we're not even going to talk about how many times he walked that year. So he might have been able to touch Wilt in home runs with 100 home runs. But we're not going to do that because, you know, people not ready to talk about Barry Bonds at length. But
I'm not ready to talk about Barry Bonds.
A lot of people, he's a very controversial figure. But absolutely. 72 home runs, good luck.
All right, I'm going to go with Michael Phelps, most gold medals. I mean, that guy is a Dolphin. And then I'm going to do most MVPs in NFL. Peyton Manning.
Is that 4?
5 MVPs.
That's tough.
So that's mine right there.
I have one more or 2 more. I might have 2 more, right?
I think you have 2 more.
I'll do Wilt's 100. It's been lingering out there. So I got 2 basketball scoring records. Obviously, the 100-point is something that we've seen in high school, and on the Division III level. But the professional ranks, good luck with that.
There.
Definitely. I got to keep it in the NHL. Montreal Canadiens, 5 straight Stanley Cups. Nobody may even get to 3. So 5 is never being touched. So Montreal.
That's tough. That's tough right there.
Tough.
You have one more?
The great one on that team.
Yeah, you have one more.
I have one more. So
no.
Well, you have one more, Sean?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, me? Okay, good. So
okay.
I got Montreal, and then this one I kind of didn't want to add in, but I guess I kind of have to. Cy Young, 511 wins. Nobody's touching that one.
Love it.
511 wins. Right.
Hell yeah.
I want to get creative with this. Let's see. Do we want to go back to the great one? Because I think his records are so robust. So that he does have the points and assists. I mean, he does have the goals and assists in hockey, right? He still has that sewn up. Most goals, most assists.
Assists, I know, yeah.
So I believe he's got the goals and assists. Somebody might get the goals, but I don't think you're going to be able to hold the goals and assists at the same time. So,
but Sean already said that.
Wait, he said points though, right?
Yeah, but that's the same
points,
thing.
yeah.
So it's all combined.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a whale.
You could just say.
I thought he did most points in one season.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's kind of what he said, though. No.
Well, I just want to bring the great ones, overall prowess back into the mix.
Sure. I mean, listen.
But you know what we do? Because this is another fun one. I like points. I like Klay Thompson's points in a quarter.
Beautiful.
I want to see that.
Beautiful.
I want to see that challenge again because I feel like it's tangible and it's fun. I know Melo held it at one point, and Klay took it from Melo and George Gervin, I believe. So, I like to see that. I like to see maybe Lonzo Ball in a Knick uniform. Excuse me, LaMelo Ball in a Knick uniform run it up because that boy does have 100 points in his resume. So look out for that.
All right, fair.
Right.
And then I am last, and I'm going NFL single season rushing yards. Eric Dickerson, 2,105 yards, 2,105.
Sure.
I don't think that's, especially with the way the NFL is being played now, I don't think that's ever being touched.
Yeah, 2 running backs and all of that. That's gonna be tough.
That's gonna be tough. Yeah.
All right.
We should have said the undefeated season, but maybe
I don't know. I almost went with some like wrestling, like the Undertaker. How many times in a row he won WrestleMania? Shout out to the wrestlers who are going to be on tomorrow.
Right.
That is
Major bro.
I'm top 5 again.
Major bro. I'm surprised you didn't say 73-9. Golden State.
Yeah.
Nobody's winning 74 games. Nobody.
Well, I feel like that and the undefeated record in football, it could happen. Like because
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it could
74
happen.
wins.
I feel like what is it? 19-0 and 70 wins. It could because look at Milwaukee. They were on the precipice. You know what I mean? And that's just like a nondescript team that almost sniffed 70 wins again. So I'm just feeling like 70, maybe an undefeated season. We say no, and we're so vehement on it right now. But who's to say Tom Brady and the Randy Moss type don't hook up again and get it done?
And people like to tank nowadays. So you're not getting the best of everyone
Right.
as opposed to people who are trying to kill each other.
Sure.
Right.
All right. I think that's it for today's show, but we always do a final thoughts. Anybody have final thoughts on anything?
Final thoughts, guys. I'm just glad that that first of all, Major U, James U, and everybody associated with sports show. I'm just glad that everybody is healthy and doing well, because the past 5-6 months in this world has been crazy. So just glad to see the both of you guys and everybody with the chill doing well, and keep up the great work, man.
Thank you.
For sure. Shout out El Capitan, aka Coach, for curating the vibes and getting all of these good people together. You know what I mean, and weeding out the weasels and all that good stuff. Shout out to the other side. We love what y'all doing too. Keep our name out there, flowing. We love that. We love the side little cutesy hate and all of that. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to keep the brand alive when we sleeping. Love it. And yeah, health and wealth, Sean. We appreciate it. And
Of course.
super final thought. Good to see that the NBA is back in the saddle with it. And I'm really interested to see what they do with it now that they heard everybody's demands and they heard everybody's sensitivities. I want to see it. And I know Adam Silver's the guy for this too. So I want to see when we get in that bubble, that things get ramped up and we have times and segmented little whether it be PSAs, anything, little protests within the bubble, that we stay focused and we keep the same energy.
Love it. TheSportsShow.com. Fire, fire, fire.
Yeah.